सितारे जिसकी गर्दे राह हूँ वो कारवां तू है.
Assalamu alaikum dear students and parents, hope you are doing great. This is your English teacher Nada from Nashar International School. Let's start with Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All of my dear students from grade 2, today we are going to shift back to our textbook, which is Oxford Modern English Book 2. So hurry up, grab your books and open it up onto page number 8. Today our topic is a poem. It's a poem and the name of this poem is The Rainbow. So before starting the lecture, I wanted to let you know that there are two pronunciations of this word poem. Basically, when we are talking about English, we are talking about two accents. One is the British one and the other one is the American one. So into the American accent, we used to call it poem, and into the British accent, we used to call it poem. Okay, so one is poem and the other one is poem. Both are correct. You can pronounce it by any way, but there's the only difference of the accent into this pronunciation. So let's start our lecture. Let's read the poem. Read with me. Boats sail on the rivers and ships sail on the seas, but the clouds that sail across the sky are prettier than these. So this was your first stanza of this poem. Now let's read the second one. There are bridges on the rivers as pretty as you please, but the bow that bridges heaven and overtops the trees and builds a road from earth to sky is prettier far than these. This poem, the poet is talking about the boats with sails on the rivers. The boats with sails onto the rivers, because the boats are small, so it sails onto the small rivers, and ships sails on the seas. And as we know, the ships are the larger one, a giant one, so ships sails onto the seas. But he is saying that the clouds with sails onto the sky, across the sky. The clouds with sails across the sky, which clouds are always on the sky, when they float onto the sky, are prettier than these, are very much prettier than all of these things. Now he is saying that there are bridges on the rivers. There are bridges on the small rivers, and they are as much pretty as you could be happy by seeing them. The bow that bridges heaven. Bow means the bend, the curve into the bridge. So the poet is saying the person who have written the poem is known as poet. So the poet is saying that all the bridges which are having the bow, the curve into it, it is very much pleasing and it is very much good, as we can say that we are having things into the heaven. So he is saying that all of the bridges onto the rivers are very good, but the bow which bridges are having, they are like something from the heaven. Overtops the trees. So now he is trying to say, the poet is trying to say that as the bridges are very good and it looks so good onto the rivers, same in the case, the rainbow is looking very pretty and it is making a bow or a curve onto the top of the trees. It looks like that it is building a road from earth to sky. Babies, whenever you saw a rainbow, it looks like then it is coming from the earth and it is curving back to the sky, to the next end of the earth. So this poet is trying to say that the rainbow is making a curve, a bridge or a bow onto the sky, which looks like a road has built up from earth to sky. And this is prettier than all of the things which we have discussed before. So this was the reading, meaning and explanation of your poem. Read the difficult words which are written over here with the meanings and then shift to the next page. Page number 9. We'll start the exercise understanding the poem. Answer the following questions. Okay, we are having 6 questions. Number 1 is, where do boats sail? So we are having the answer over here. On to page number 8. Boats sail on the river. We are going to find out all the answers from the chapter, from this poem. I'm explaining it to you right now and then I'll share the notes to you guys. Okay, so on to question number 2. Where do ships sail? Back to the poem. Ships sail on the seas. Question number 3 is, what sails across the sky? Well, that's very much easy. Clouds sail across the sky. 4 is, what are the 2 prettiest things in the poem? Well, according to the poet, the bridges on the rivers and the bow that bridges heaven are the 2 prettiest things in the poem. Move on to question number 5. What is another name of the bow that bridges heaven? Yes, that's a riddle for you. Well, I'll let you know that the other name of the bow that bridges heaven is known as, what is this? Yes, it's a rainbow. So your answer is the rainbow. Question number 6, last but not the least. Is there a difference between a boat and a ship? Find out. I remember. I've told you earlier. Okay, let me tell you again. Boats are the smaller one and the ships are the larger one. And the boats sails on the rivers and the ships sails onto the seas, as the seas are the larger one or the biggest one. So this is the ship and this is a boat. Now let's see what question number 2 is saying. What are they? Find these words in the poem. Number A is better looking. Find out the better word or the similar word from the poem, which should be having the meaning better looking. So I guess that's prettier. Prettier. Yes, prettier means better looking. Number B, the planet on which we live. Well, that's we all know that's Earth. So you are going to write Earth over here into the blank. Number C, it is built to cross over a river. We have already discussed it. It's a bridge. It's a bridge. Number D, We can sail in these. Well, that's our boats or ships. We can sail on the boat and onto the ship too. Number E, white and fluffy. It floats in the sky. These are the clouds. Yes, the clouds. I want you to do this exercise, question number 2, onto your book and question number 1 onto your neat copies. Now let's have a look at how you're going to make your neat copies. Onto your first page, you will make a cloud and you will write the name of the chapter, which is The Rainbow. It is Unit 1. You can write poem over here. Okay? So I have taken a very bright purple color out of it to color this whole cloud. This is only half done. You need to follow the pattern and complete the whole cloud. On to the very next page, you are supposed to write the date, then topic, which is the rainbow, activity, question answers. Number A, where do boats sail? Question mark. Answer, boats sail on the river, and then so on. So this is how you will gonna do your today's work. I hope you understand and there's no confusion in it. So grab your pencil and start doing your work and try to be very neat in that. Thank you.